Welcome to Arthsetu's Grammar Series. Today's topic nouns, the backbone of every sentence in English. Think about it. Without nouns, we can't talk about people, places, things, or even ideas. So, if you've ever struggled to express yourself clearly in English, this is where it all begins. Let's dive in. So, what is a noun? A noun is basically a name. It could be the name of a person like Maria, or a word that is used to describe all the people who teach, which is teacher. A place like Paris or home, a thing like phone or car, and even ideas like love or freedom. Quick challenge. Look around the room you are in right now. How many nouns can you spot in just 10 seconds? Common versus proper nouns. Now, nouns come in two main types, common and proper. Common nouns are general, like city, dog, book. Proper nouns are specific. For example, New York, Buddy, Harry Potter. The golden rule. Proper nouns always begin with a capital letter. Even if they are in the middle of a sentence, they get that capital. Why? Because they are special, unique, one of a kind. Let's look at a mistake that learners often do. For example, I live in New York City. This is wrong. Why? Because New York City has to be capital. My dog Buddy loves playing. Wrong again. My dog Buddy loves playing. Buddy should have a capital letter. See the difference. The capital letter instantly tells us this is a proper name, not just any dog or any city. Another way to look at nouns is concrete versus abstract. Concrete nouns are things you can touch, see, hear, smell, or taste, like pizza, thunder, music, flowers. Abstract nouns are invisible. You can't touch them, but you feel them. Things like happiness, courage, knowledge, friendship. So, you can eat a pizza, but you can't eat happiness. Both are nouns, just different types. Now let's look at a mistake. Abstract versus adjective. Here's where people slip up. They confuse adjectives with abstract nouns. For example, beautiful is an adjective, not a noun. The noun is beauty. Happy is an adjective. The noun is happiness. We'll talk more about adjective in our video series on it. There's this tip which is useful most of the times. If you can put the before a word and the word still makes sense, it's usually a noun. The beauty, the happiness. Makes sense, right? Countable versus uncountable. Countable nouns, easy. You can count them. 1 apple, 2 apples, 5 students. Uncountable nouns, you can't count them individually. For example, water, sugar, advice, music. Think of it like this. You can count bottles of water, but you can't count water itself. One more mistake that people usually make, many versus much. This leads to a very common mistake, using many and much incorrectly. Use many with countable nouns, for example, many books, many friends, and use much with uncountable nouns, for example, much water, much time. So, never say many water or much books. That's definitely bad grammar. Use this simple fix and make a big difference. Collective nouns. Sometimes one word describes an entire group. These are collective nouns. For example, for people, we can use words like team, class, family. For animals, flock of birds, herd of cows, pack of wolves, and so on. For things, we use bunch of grapes, deck of cards. So, the fun fact here is, collective nouns can act as singular or plural depending on context. The team is winning as one unit, but the team are arguing among themselves as individuals. So next up, we have compound nouns. This is when two words join together to create a new meaning. One word, toothpaste, smartphone. Two words, bus stop, post office. Hyphenated, mother-in-law, check-in. It's like Lego blocks. Two pieces come together to build something bigger. Tooth plus paste is toothpaste. Simple and smart. Possessive nouns show ownership. Singular, add an S. For example, John's book, the dog's tail. If it is a plural word ending in S, just add an apostrophe. For example, the students' project. Now, if you have an irregular plural, add an apostrophe and s. For example, children's toys, men's shoes. These little apostrophes may look small, but they make your meaning crystal clear. They describe ownership. Plural nouns. Plurals can be regular or irregular. Regular plurals are predictable. For example, cat and cats, box and boxes. City becomes cities. Irregular plurals break the rules. For example, child become children, mouse become mice, and person become people. English likes to keep us on our toes with these exceptions, but the good news is you'll get used to them with practice. Now let's see how nouns actually work in sentences. As a subject, Maria studies English. Maria is doing the action. As an object, I read a book. The book is receiving the action. As an indirect object, I gave my sister a gift. Here, my sister is receiving something. So nouns don't just sit in a directory, they play active roles in every sentence you speak. Let's do a quick recap of key lessons. Always capitalize proper nouns. Use many with countable, much with uncountable. Don't confuse adjectives with nouns. Beauty versus beautiful. Get possessives right. John's, students, children's. These small details make your English sharp and professional. Ready to master English grammar? Subscribe to Arthsetu for more fun grammar lessons every week. Share your feedback in the comments or let us know if you want a video on a specific topic. And most importantly, start noticing nouns in your daily life, in books, movies, or even on social media. At Arthsetu, we have launched soft skill training courses that are very affordable but offer great value. Visit www.arthsetu.com to know more. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.